Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kiera.
This is Leah.
This is Solo.
And you're listening to He Said, We Said. Happy belated Easter. I don't know.
Oh,
Is that how it works?
He's risen.
Look, you know what? I'm not going to joke with y'all.
Okay, well, did you have a good Easter?
I did. I low-key stayed home and did not do nothing else.
Oh,
well, I mean,
wow.
I watched church, but
You wasn't part of the group that went to NRG.
I did not drive out to NRG.
What was going on at NRG?
We were in service.
Oh, okay.
So did they have to stay in their car, or
You could do either one. So they had the speakers, or you could sit in your car and tune in to the radio station.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It was like a drive-in church.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, why wouldn't you just stay at home? But I guess it's the experience.
Everybody being together. Now, one thing I can tell for sure, Cosby, now, I guess if you're not from Houston, you probably don't know, but, I mean, he's pretty known. He missed some church because he was like, I haven't had a second service in a year. And he definitely went over, but it's okay.
Okay.
It was good.
That's good. I definitely tuned into my Dallas church home, so shout out to Pastor Carter. Food was delicious. Mom threw down. I was home for a while.
I did see you talking about that.
She did her thing for sure. Yeah.
Well, she could, because I saw Kayla's man, she ain't had nothing.
Look, I mean, my mom, one thing about my mom, she loves dressing and she can eat dressing almost every day. So she made typical like Thanksgiving food.
Yeah.
And which normally I'm like, could we have done like barbecue or something? But it was hidden.
Okay.
Literally everything was hidden. So
I had a weird craving. I ended up but I ended up getting food from Mickey's. I was like, I'm with it.
I don't think I know what Mickey's
Mickey's
is.
soul food.
Okay. Where is that?
I know for sure it's 2 locations now. The main one that I always knew is like between Missouri City and Stafford, right off 59.
Okay, that's what I'm like, okay.
You on the north side?
No. I was like, man, I ain't out there. Yeah.
Oh, it's by 59 in Bellway. And then the other one, which I just realized, is one close to Pearland. So another location.
Okay.
It might be another one somewhere else. Who knows?
Interesting. Okay, but the food was good.
Mickey's is good.
Okay. And you were?
I was catching a flight back.
Columbra, ATL.
You know, I will say this time around, I was like, okay. I was like, man, I wish I would have had a little bit more of an ATL experience, you know, I guess through college or whatever. But definitely got to do the little tourist stuff. I wanted to do that aquarium thing.
I really want to do that too.
I didn't want to be that guy. Like, We just went to, MLK's church, Ebenezer. It was quite a few people doing the tour thing.
Was this a vacation?
This was just a getaway. Just
I don't
a
know.
nice,
You said we.
seeing. Well, I mean, I did go down there to visit my friend and some close friends of the family. So,
Okay.
just everybody else
getaway.
taking trips. Everybody else taking trips. Can I take a
I'm
trip?
not pressing you. Guys, one question. I let it be.
Yeah. But I enjoyed Atlanta. I definitely would.
You would live there?
No, I would definitely visit.
Okay.
I would definitely visit again sooner than later. Like I said, last time I went was 2007.
2007. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get into this week's hot topics. We want to send prayers up to DMX. He was rushed to the hospital Friday night after having a heart attack, which they say was triggered by an overdose. So there's been conflicting reports. His attorney came out and said that he was taken off life support and breathing on his own. It later came out that was not accurate. The attorney came back out and said that he is still on life support.
Yeah,
Allegedly,
like a vegetative state.
It's not looking too good. His brain, no brain activity. No, I think from his organs, he's not really having a lot going on. So people have been outside of the hospital. I think he's in New York, somewhere in New York. And so I think I read that they're planning like a vigil for him.
Yeah, they had like a little prayer vigil. I did see that one video of the Rough Riders riding by and playing music outside the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it looks bad. It looks
I really
bad.
hate that. So. He's only 50 years old. I mean, I could imagine, like, I remember I was reflecting on this with my family, how he was talking about how he overcame his addiction, or not overcame, but like he had been clean after getting out of jail. And then he like checked himself back into rehab, scared that he would relapse. But then this is literally like maybe December 2019. COVID hit, and so if you are struggling with addiction and you are by yourself or can't go anywhere, whatever the circumstances may be, I'd imagine it probably being harder than any other time. So I really hate that.
And then, he just had his little verses, folks are really
had a movie
rooting
come
for
out
him.
too.
Did he?
It was like one of those straight to
DVD?
Yeah,
straight
but
to streaming?
A lot of people had a lot of straight twos, so.
no, for sure. It was he was promoting it on some talk show. I don't remember which one. Maybe Wendy. I don't know. But I mean, he looked healthy, and when I talked about his kids, his kid was popping in on the Zoom. He had like a 2 or 3 year old. So I really hate that. But I guess we'll keep our prayers up and
I don't know. That's really sad. Just even hearing about it, like, man, what are you about to say? Because I got those little text messages, like hip hop, whoever, however they called him. I was like, who is this? Because of course they don't tell you in the little lead in. Like, I'm gonna click on it anyway.
I read that someone told me that he got addicted at the age of 14. Someone laced his weed with crack cocaine. This was like a mentor of his, and he was saying how he hates that and he thinks about it all the time because it's like, why would you do something like that to me and I was a child kind of a thing. And so he says that is why he's kind of like been down this spiral. Yeah. I'm assuming this is the 80s. I don't know. Whatever that
is. I think I saw, this was like 80. I think somebody posted a video of him like in 87, 14.
87 as a kid?
Yeah, 1987.
Yikes.
Looked like a 14, 15-year-old.
Is he from New York or is he from Philly?
He's from New York, right?
Okay. I knew it was something up in that
I'm not sure if he was born in Yonkers or if he moved to Yonkers, but New York for sure.
Okay. Well, prayers up to DMX. We are going to move on to some messy news. Quavo and Saweetie, they had that camera footage leak from them on the elevator. Some people are saying domestic violence. Other people are saying whatever else they're saying. I don't know. What y'all think?
People are saying that the shoving and all of that, that's normal fighting kind of thing. And it's just like, man, it's not. But I will say my very first reaction to this was like, man, it could have been worse. Unfortunate because I feel like we've been seeing some really bad elevator scenes.
Yeah.
And so when somebody's like, we got elevator footage, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows how intense things normally get between them? Who could say? I don't know. But at the same time, it's just like, are we surprised that this is over? Like,
well, I mean, I didn't think this thing was going to extend to another week.
That's
especially
for sure.
some video footage of them in an elevator. To be honest, when I saw the video footage, I was like, okay, so is he trying to stop her from leaving? Or is it really? And folks like, that's the Call of Duty box. And I was just like, how do y'all know all this?
Yeah,
he was trying to stop her from taking the video game.
I guess. I couldn't tell what it was. I was like, whose is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was, okay, so when I first saw the video, I thought she was trying to take her luggage, like,
that's what I thought.
Bitch.
That's
and
what
he's
I
like,
thought.
no, bitch, you ain't leaving.
That's what I thought, and it kept going, I was like.
And then, so, it's one of those things, you just kind of wait for shit to play out on social media because you don't want to have an opinion and it be the wrong shit,
I hate that that's the age.
For real, because
I don't know how
you're like, I thought it was this. Oh, you got that? Okay, well, let me just be quiet real quick. So, I don't know. It was pretty wild, though.
I don't know either, but this is my thing. I've seen all kinds of people saying, she swung first, and he this, and all this other stuff. She was taking this Call of Duty stuff. And I'm thinking, we're talking about Quavo, someone who has hundreds of thousands of dollars just on his neck. Surely he is not fighting her because she was trying to take his Call of Duty bag or whatever it was. Surely let's use another excuse.
Maybe, I don't know.
Surely now, we can't excuse that now.
Maybe if this was back then when you had memory cards and she was about to take the memory card, you had to start from scratch, maybe. But nowadays you just upload your account. log in. You just log in.
You probably throw a couple grand to some strippers in one night. Go buy you a new Call of Duty box. What we talking about?
So why she trying to take the Call of Duty box?
Really
Come on.
Maybe it was hers.
Hold on, wait. Maybe it was her house.
So it was her call.
Maybe it was. Who
They were at her
knows?
apartment.
Okay. I don't know.
No, I mean, look, that was what somebody
Okay, so
said.
they-
It was
okay.
her apartment complex. And so, babe, I don't know if it was
So he
Call of
had
Duty.
his
Maybe,
Call of Duty at her apartment.
maybe it was a second one. Maybe he got
Who
a few.
knows?
He
Who
got one.
knows? I know one thing. He looked up, saw that camera, and was like, you know what?
Let me relax.
Let me chill.
And she just all sprawled out on the floor like.
Right.
But that was the
Fetal
thing.
position.
When he looked up at the camera, he didn't think, let me help her up.
Right.
Just for the camera, that was the part that got me. Like, all the other stuff, I was like, this is ridiculous. But so you looked at me. You looked at the camera.
But I mean, you know, he was smart. He was smart to not have. I mean, it could have got worse. I felt like that could have played out a
Maybe
lot more ugly.
Maybe it
than
was
him
worse
just
when he
being
got
like,
inside. When they got out the elevator. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. None of them have spoken about this. Quavo, allegedly, there was a rumor saying that he was going to make a diss track. This is prior to the elevator thing.
Child,
with them just breaking up. I don't know.
Please.
But the Migos are putting out new music. I have seen them promoting it. It looks like they may have just
Culture
filmed a
3?
video. Please tell me that's not it. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, I
I don't know.
think-
I don't know.
oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
I was like,
All I seen is the Burger King commercial.
Well, look.
Yeah, you know, they getting something done.
They are saying that this could be a publicity stunt. I mean, I've heard literally everything in regards
About
to
the
this
whole
experience.
situation.
Yes, yes.
one thing I want to know, how much he got paid for the whoever.
How
let
much
go
was
of
that
the
check? How much
it
was that check? I wonder. I'm gonna say for some footage like that, they not Beyonce and
They
Jay-Z.
not doing nothing really.
But they might have been able to get $25K, maybe.
Man, so we were talking about how much that Jay-Z and Beyonce and Solange.
How
tape
much
went
would you pay for that tape though? Because I mean, it wasn't that bad, you know.
But they just I think that's why.
And it's like that was before
That's
the
how you know
announcement of the
somebody held
breakup.
on to it,
So it's
yeah.
like, how much? I'd say 10K.
You say 10K?
10.
I'm
Well, how much you think the Solange video went for?
Oh, we not.
What was it?
It was
Was
like
it-
$250,000.
Yeah.
$250,000?
I
For Solange.
think about it. You
But that's-
have
but that's-
access to Beyonce and Jay-Z and Solange fighting. Like Solange was beating Jay-Z up. So you
Well, yeah,
shopping
that was
that
some
around.
clear- that
It's
was
like,
some
hey,
clear-
people want it. TMZ
Clear
want
domestic
it.
violence.
There's
You know what I'm saying?
there's
She was
literally only
assaulting the
one
man.
Okay.
Come
I
on!
bet she was.
She was going off on the nigga. So yeah, 250K. Yes, it's Beyonce. But
Look,
if
they walked
Beyonce
in
and
the
Jay would have had that
elevator.
little skirmish right there,
Same.
I think it's. I think that it may
50K?
not have gone to
50K?
250, but I do think if
Hold on. You think if Beyonce and Jay-Z
It depends
had
on when it gets
something
leaked,
like
though.
that, depends on when it gets leaked. That could have upped to 250 because that was just Solange.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know how I feel about that because I think part of why like the Beyonce and Jay-Z one was so bad was because Jay-Z really was. Not Jay-Z.
But
Solange
see-
is really tearing up on Jay-Z, and Beyonce was not doing a thing, like letting it happen. So there was so much that you can interpret in regards to like what exactly happened, which I guess is the same
But see,
thing with the
here's the
Saweetie thing.
thing though. Why wouldn't you try to get some money from Jay?
What you mean?
Like, did Jay not know? Like, hey, you got the video? Let me see the video.
You
Okay,
really
you talking about
think-
250 from
think
them?
that's,
I'll give you 500K.
I think that's
The same way they pay to get the video, they pay to try to suppress the shit as well. Extortion. I mean,
Like,
but people get extorted all the time. Shit, you saw Kevin Hart was about to get extorted. He said,
look,
"Fuck it,
they
I'm
got
going to
top-tier
tell him
lawyers on their
myself."
camp.
You're saying if the person shopping it around were to say, if you give me 800K, I won't let it out, versus, or are you saying if Jay-Z knows about it beforehand, he's like,
No,
hey,
if I have the video like, "Hey Jay-Z, check your email." His next response is, "How much you want for it?"
His next response is, bet.
What, lawyer
Knock on
up?
the
I'm
door.
gonna send it from an encrypted,
Knock on the door.
account.
I'm about to
Already
say, we
here.
know who
We
you know who
already
you are. We know
here.
where you are.
Ooh.
That's the response. silence.
You get silence.
First of all, I sent the video from
it's
the
on
downtown
site.
Houston library.
Well, they are not in
I'm
Houston.
gone. Nah.
You confirm that you live in Houston.
Well, shit, the accident took place wherever the fuck it took place. I'm gonna be in that town.
Nah.
Well, I don't know, man. That's just my thinking. I feel like if TMZ was gonna give you about $25K, then I'd go to them. Oh, they probably wouldn't pay. They already broke up.
Well, you know what?
They
And
already
this is
broke
what I
up.
will say.
Release the damn video if I'm Quavo.
TMZ has the power at this point to be able to like really dish out the money too, because I feel like when Michael died, that's when like their credibility was like solidified.
Listen,
They disclosed it first.
Yes,
very
they were the
few
first
things.
ones.
Very few things that come out. It's like, did TMZ say it?
Yeah,
like,
it's
nah.
always.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But you're right. It probably is since that Michael thing, because everybody else was like, I'm not going to report it. It took a minute. They were
It's
the
like
first.
TMZ, it's like now, if TMZ said it could be true. Probably
No,
true.
seriously, because I feel like TMZ was like, what's that one tabloid that you see in the checkout? Is it National
it.
Enquirer? What's the one that always be having some crazy stuff? Be aliens on the
That's
cover.
aliens and
Is
shit.
that
That's
the
the
one?
Enquirer.
The-
They have all
is it
kind of
the
crazy
Enquirer?
stuff.
I feel like they
And
were
it's
the
like,
equivalent of that.
What?
Yeah.
Where you just knew it was fake. But that one, I think that's what happened. People were like,
Such and such surgery or such
Yeah.
and such broke up, divorced. Yeah,
Yeah.
tabloid. But yeah, I mean, it had the tabloid feel to it though.
yeah,
Like
but
the
now
website,
it's
yeah.
like, no, they come to us.
No, straight
too
up.
true.
Straight up.
We will pay. Yeah.
Wow. Well, hopefully there's no more Quavo and Saweetie stuff. I'm almost sick of it.
I'm just ready for her to, what's next?
Yeah, who's the
going?
next
Move
guy?
on to the next nigga. Huh?
Ah, man, speaking of relationships, this ain't on the list real quick. But Meg and,
Party.
yes, so
Wait,
apparently
that's
that's
my
because
Meg
of,
who?
Meg the Stallion is
And
with
Party
Party.
next door.
No.
What?
The other party. Partisan. Fontaine.
yes, backing it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot he had that song.
That's all I got.
I'm about to say, damn, it ain't
I
Party
do
next
like
door.
him a lot. That's my ex-boo. Once upon a time, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one.
Partisan.
What made you,
Really?
what was the?
I got into relationships.
No.
I put the boots down.
When did y'all get together?
Oh, this is probably like 2 years in the making now. Like, Party actually did an interview with Charlamagne. I think it was on the Brilliant Idiots. One of them weeks, you know how like they'll have a guest when.
Oh, okay. I
Someone
was
is
like,
out.
where were you introduced to him?
So yeah, that's how I was introduced to him, and so I just kind of followed him, and because I liked what he was saying on there, and I have a thing for the East Coast accent, so I was like, oh, this guy's kind of cute. So yeah, I just kept following him, and he shouts out women all the time. He claims he's a feminist, which, you know, side eye. But too, like on his videos, like he shows women of all sizes, colors. You know, he just seems to be like he knows what to say. He knows what to say, and he looks good. So yeah, that was my guy.
I feel like I asked that because my first thing was backing it up. I was like, I like that song.
I heard of the song, never really knew who sang the song.
But, you know, Meg seems really happy.
She does seem
Damn, she
very
moved on
happy.
quick, huh?
And so, quick.
Who was the last guy?
Oh, it wasn't.
Moneybag Yo?
That was, I didn't know that was her.
It wasn't Tori?
That was for sure Kalani. I didn't know that Meg
No,
was.
no.
Wait,
Megan and
who we
Moneybag
talking
Yo
about?
used to date. They have a
How
song
long
together.
ago?
Probably like a year and a half or two ago.
Oh.
This
yeah.
during her You Just Beat Like Me. What was that song? But You Can't Do Nothing. What was her song that like everyone kind of got an idea of who she was? Is that what the name of it is? Can anybody do it like me? No. Whatever the song is. Whatever her first single was.
Big ol' Freak.
Thank you.
I said
Thank
Super
you.
Freak, my bad.
Look. Yes, she was dating him around that time.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like a thing.
Okay, vaguely. But, so people were just like, who are we going to rely on now for this City Girl Summer? And so somebody
Yeah,
offered up
because JT
Sweetie.
pregnant, huh?
Huh?
Somebody pregnant.
Oh.
You know what? Fuck it, man.
Breaking. No.
Okay. So wait. So
Anyway.
why is she gonna be the one to take over the helm?
Who's Sweetie?
The new single hot girl?
Megan is in a relationship. JT's in a relationship. What's the other one? Young Miami's in a relationship. So,
Okay,
So
got
you know,
it's like, you got a new cute girl who gone
Yeah,
Tell me
Saweetie gonna hold it down.
Yeah.
Until, you know.
The next suitor comes through.
Yeah.
Who do we want
Can
Saweetie
she make
to
it to
have?
summer?
You said what?
I said, can she make it to summertime?
I want her to make it through summer and then find somebody for the fall.
For the fall. It's gonna be great. She's gonna meet him at a football game or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
Maybe she could do an athlete. Who's a good athlete?
Ooh, that's hard.
James
I
Harden.
know.
James Harden.
There's not any, right? But I do like Jordan.
You don't like James Harden for?
Come on.
No, absolutely
James
not.
Harden?
My bad.
James Harden, the James Harden who would be up here.
Exactly, the James Harden. That's
be
a level
up in the
up.
clubs
That
all
is
day.
a level
Not a level
up.
up.
From Quavo?
I don't know if James Harden's a level up.
All right,
In regards
you
to
look at-
the
all right.
relationship.
Okay, so in the
He
relationship.
can bust his ass in basketball. We know Quavo love the hoop.
He can't bust his
Okay.
ass in a relationship though.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Oh, he sucks. Come on.
How? We haven't seen him in a
We
relationship with
haven't
anybody.
seen him.
He got out with the Kardashian, which was a smart move. Listen, he doesn't get enough credit for
But
that.
why did he get with them?
You know?
Same reason why any person gets with them, just to level up.
Exactly. So that tells you enough about his character
it's
right
also
there.
the downfall of the black man.
But
If you get
isn't
with
he
them.
also known
Huh?
for like making women get surgery?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, come on.
I don't know.
He wants his
He-
women to look a certain way, which Saweetie might just be
And
that
she
type.
went that way.
But he is known for throwing these big extravagant parties and full of women and
Okay,
flipping
so-
around. I don't
So
know.
no James Harden. No
I'm gonna
James
say no on
Harden.
James.
Okay.
But
She can't-
maybe what about the guy who's on Snowfall? He's getting a little traction. I don't know his name, but he's
Franklin
British.
What's
Franklin.
Is that the
who
star?
is that?
Franklin.
Okay.
Right.
The main guy.
Okay,
The dark
I don't
dude
know.
with
Do you
the
know
little
who
baby
he is?
I
fro.
watch the show.
I don't either, but he is starting to come like people are like, oh, this guy's cute. Like I'm seeing him more and more. He's like, all
Is he
right,
like my
I think he's like 29.
That would be an interesting pairing.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, no, I wouldn't say that. Maybe more mine. But no, that would be an interesting.
That'd be an
pair.
interesting pairing.
He seems like
Very
a nice guy.
random and out of the blue.
Exactly.
You know.
So maybe no to the athlete, or we'll have one to have fun with, and then like get serious with.
Oh,
The
he's
actor guy.
18 years old? 19 years old?
He's only 19.
He's like 29. The guy that I'm thinking of.
Is his name Idris? Damn, that is that motherfucker.
This thing
is this
said he was
right?
born in 91.
That
Okay.
nigga is not 19.
I don't know who this is. Maybe it's his brother or something. I don't know. Maybe he's playing a character who is 19 years old.
Oh shit.
I don't
Maybe
know.
that's the character. He's 29.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on, because why we're here is because there was a celebration yesterday, and I'm not talking about the Easter Bunny. I'm talking about
Not the Easter Bunny.
Earth, Wind, and Fire in the Isley Brothers.
You know,
Yes.
we got on here last week, or was it the week before?
I think it was
was
last
last
week. I want
We
to
said we was
apologize.
going
Like,
there.
I'm gonna just sit
Well,
in it.
we gotta back up. And
Well, we
get
said
this
what they was gonna get their ass.
I literally said, yeah, Leah and I stood on it like, what? Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Why would we do that?
They're gonna get washed. And let me tell you, I was like, okay. I forgot about a lot of these.
But see, I heard
Steve
What's Called
Harvey.
came out with a slow start though.
No, they did.
Yeah.
I understood the strategy because
Mhm.
I was in a house full of Earth,
Holding
Wind,
on to
and
them
Fire.
jokers, huh?
Listen,
Nigga between shit.
Summer Breeze.
What you
Man.
Bitch,
All I know is Steve Harvey, first off, he messed up homie's name in the beginning. They had to correct him. They was like, come on, nice.
Oh.
He kept saying nice.
Okay.
And so somebody was like, they telling me that it's be nice. But, you know, I say nice because he nice. I was like, now we know.
All right, Steve.
And the rest of the night he said D nice. Like, you ain't fooling me.
Yeah. It was
But Earth, Wind, and Fire, man, I was like,
I underestimated that. They came with the
That's the
heat.
one.
And they started on fire, too. I thought both of them were going to kind of build up. But,
Mhm.
you know, they came out the gate, like, hitting us with them classics. And then Isley Brothers, you know, they doing the 60s joints that a lot of us don't really know. So I'm
It's
like,
your thing.
they did that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did
Shout.
that later.
They did the shout.
They did that
they
at the very
shout
end.
later too.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised when I was like, can we pop it off the show?
What's the other one? Twist and shout.
They did Twist and Shout,
Yeah.
which I didn't know was theirs either. So
When you said that, I was like, you came with the shout back.
I
And
know.
didn't
I didn't know Twist and Shout. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I
was-
mean, Ron was looking like somebody's zaddy.
Yeah.
Salt and
I was
pepper.
like, man,
You
who
agree?
put this dye on this beard? Matching the damn black and silver
You know, I
mink.
even argue that is actual, and the hairpiece is the part that's dyed. Not the hairpiece, but
Well,
his hair.
clearly,
hair.
yeah, the hair.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
It
know,
looked good.
He came out now. In the beginning, they wasn't really talking that much, or he wasn't talking that much. And somebody said on Twitter, one of our listeners was like, I didn't even know that was him. I had to be sure.
People were
Now,
saying that.
Because he had on his glasses, he had on the fur, and he was low key with it. Because I would
he 80
say
now, huh?
Steve was overtaken. Now
Yeah.
that don't mean nothing because later on, it was his show. It was his
That Advil
show.
kicked in.
Whatever he took.
Look.
I ain't
You're
gonna accuse him of
baffled.
taking nothing else, but whatever he took, the second half was all him. Everybody else was sweating on the stage, kind of like linked over and all this, and he was like, "It's my turn."
Look.
All right.
Yeah.
As soon as the beat dropped, he was up, and Ernie took a little minute, but
Look, you know they were sore this morning. You know they were sore. Where's the big
Probably
game?
still sleep.
look, you said
They
what?
probably still sleep.
Look.
4 hours though.
4 hours, and I
Now-
sat for all of it.
I
Ooh.
did, and I was just like, "What time is it?"
Yeah.
My battery died on one of the things, and then so I'm on now I'm on my phone, and then I'm looking, I'm like, you know what? I'm part of the reason why it's so many people. Steve talking like 70-something billion. I'm like, sir, now say you misspoke.
Please.
He never said.
Well, then he was
made a
like,
joke about it.
cockroaches is watching, and the dogs are watching.
You could have easily just said million, or
Yeah.
like. But anyway, he
So
got it.
extra with it. And then called us out for talking about him on Twitter in real time. That was funny.
Yeah, all I
that was
kept seeing was
definitely-
people was just bitching about him with another story. Here you
Because
go talking.
I had a
This that music
Yes.
when and it's just like, oh shit.
Everybody wanted him. Now that's the complaint. Everybody wanted him to like make them tell more stories.
Mm-hmm.
Every news story Steve had was him talking to another girl
Yes.
at another location.
Yes.
And then it's just like, okay, are we gonna ask like what happened with this song? Every once in a while he'd be like, all right, who wrote this one?
Yeah,
They would
yeah,
talk,
yeah, yeah,
but
Shout out to Ernie Isley.
he wrote them.
What's
Did
he wrote a good chunk of them songs.
Ooh.
He wrote a good chunk of them.
I think Ron wrote one of the. I can't remember if it was Between the Sheets, which like
That's the one, right? He's like, you can have them all.
You can tell that's
But
his
nigga,
favorite
that's the
song.
one I'm going.
That's his
That's
favorite
the one I'm
song.
gonna claim. The one we done made bread and butter.
Okay.
He put that. Oh man. The thing is, I just have to imagine like his daughters like looking at this like, here we go. Between the Sheets again.
Yeah, right.
Lord.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, sugar daddy-ish, whatever you
Mhm.
want to
Looking
say.
good, looking good. Ernie was killing it. He would get up, get that guitar,
Yeah.
look, going ham. Started showing out towards the end, had it behind his back. I said, you better.
Oh, he's still doing that
He's
kind of
still
stuff.
doing it.
I can't. Did
yeah.
you miss the whole thing, or were you traveling?
No. I was just kind of tired from the travel, but
Yeah.
I popped in here, popped out. It kind of had it playing and laying down type shit, but
It was just way more enjoyable than what I was thinking. I thought I was just gonna have it on in the background. Whenever I heard my song, I would come back or whatever. But I was just like engaged.
Yeah, I was in that thing. And shout out to them for starting on time.
Yes.
They got that thing. They were on the stage about 7:02, 7:03. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good.
Also, I have to shout out D Nice. I think he did a great job.
Oh yeah, he did.
Now, granted, the standard that he was having to beat probably wasn't that high.
Mm-hmm.
Because them other DJs, when the artists bring in their DJs, it's like, look,
You
I
know,
know that's her
yeah.
song, but I'm going to need you to play what I want to hear.
if it's
Yeah.
anybody's brand who took off with this pandemic, it's definitely D-Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Definitely. Like, he is going to have all the opportunities for...
How did that even happen? Because I know...
Well, I think in the beginning of the pandemic, people just started having their little Instagram live. And,
remember, it was Club Quarantine.
Yeah,
so
Club
he
Quarantine.
Get that one set, and then he had like 20,000 people in there.
It was like randomly all
and
of a
just
sudden.
dropping
Kept going.
hits.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
damn,
how
this
do I
nigga's
not know
library
that?
is
To
a
like 2 in the
motherfucker.
morning, 3 in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah. I didn't know about him prior to quarantine.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, how you got Michelle Obama in here?
Yeah.
Like, did
When
she know you
the music
before?
was man,
Yeah.
I think it was just one of those things when everybody was quarantining and like, what is there to do? Hey, everybody on social media is talking about this Club Quarantine.
I guess
Motherfuckers
so.
popped in,
Yeah.
and
Was that
And it
Tory
just
Lane's
grew.
name?
who?
What was Tory Lane's show called?
Quarantine
Freaky.
Radio? Is that what it was?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I do remember that.
I never tuned into one of them. I was like, it sounds crazy.
I heard that it was interesting. I don't know if I
I
never
heard
tuned
just
in.
a lot
I
of
saw
ass
clips.
shaking, right? And like yelling and
Never needed it.
Boosie was doing some crazy stuff too.
Lord, we will be
You
on
know.
forever.
Yeah.
My goodness. I really enjoyed that verse. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about that Earth, Wind, and Fire song that's and they're harmonizing. Look, I just about fell out with that one. I was like, dang, I forgot about this one.
Whatever kind of audience they had, I would be chilling there and something would drop like, ooh. And then I'm with the crowd.
Yes. I'm telling you, when Summer Breeze dropped, because I'm telling y'all, everyone in the house was like, oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire got this. And so by the time Summer Breeze came around, that's when the Ozzy Brothers, I think, took over the lead. And you could hear everybody in the studio, as soon as that beat dropped. I was like, oh, yeah, this is it.
I started seeing the timeline was like, yeah, Ozzy's got it. I was like, damn, these niggas.
Because at that point, you start getting into, stuff that I really, really remember.
Yes.
Like, I've been holding on to some of these. Whereas, I mean, I'm sorry. Earth, Wind, and Fire just got those staples.
They definitely did. James, it really made me miss, like, a cookout. And y'all know I can't stand the heat.
Yeah.
I can't stand to be outside.
Well, a nighttime cookout.
A nighttime
It's
summer
still
night.
humid, but
Yeah.
the sun ain't. We'll get you on them little tiki torches or something, man.
Yes.
Burn the off incense, something.
A mix of the.
But no, I feel you. Though.
It definitely like
Cookout.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Isleys, Maze, and I'll give the Gap Band. Like, they are the staples for like a cookout.
Yeah.
So I'm really
I definitely
excited
would like
for
to have heard
one.
some Frankie Beverly. Yeah.
I really need them to do a versus.
Against who, though?
Honestly, maybe we could have done a 3-way versus. And
We really could have done a 3-way versus. That would have broke the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now, they would have had to really put some restrictions because they added on the extra 5, and that's why we were there.
Extra 5 what?
They did
Extra
25
5
songs instead of 20.
Then we
We need to scale it down to maybe your top 13, your top 10, your top 15 if we were to do 3 of them.
Cut it out.
Nope.
Can't be doing
the
too much.
thing is, Steve is so funny because in the beginning he was like, oh man, they got 40-something albums or whatever with all the compilations, all that stuff. How do we bring it down to 25?
Yeah.
Man, it started getting down to the end. Steve was kind of like, how many more you said?
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more for each.
Yeah. I think that too.
Yes.
Yeah, he was definitely tired, as the rest of us. He was also drunk towards the end of the night.
And just puffing on that cigar. Huh?
Just a puff it. And then had the nerve to
Probably
put
had
on
to
Ron's fur, smelling like cigar in the middle of a pandemic, and then had it drop to the floor. I said, oh, now look now. You're doing a little too much, Steve. You're doing a little too much.
Yeah.
But you know what? They seem to have a good time.
And
it was,
Tyrese had to be Tyrese. I was just
What
like,
did he say? I saw
my mama used to drink a lot, and
my mom used
that's
to drink
why
every
I
day,
know
but-
good music. Some
He
shit.
said something like, I hate that my mom used to drink a lot, but I
drink. Yes,
I was
she's
like-
the reason I know this music.
Yes.
I was like, why am I not surprised? And I was like,
Why
damn
would
near
you do
thinking
that?
he's doing it intentionally.
That's
Like his brand now.
That's
Just
a
take some wild
conversation
shit,
we had.
Tyrese.
Yeah, like, is this for real or are you trolling?
He's got to be trolling.
Either way.
Or maybe
Now,
he
it's
was
just
drunk.
who he is
Maybe he
now.
was drunk. Everybody was drunk on Sunday.
People
drinking
might
their
be
wine.
weird though. People might be kind of weird.
Did y'all see his other message? It was like,
damn, we couldn't even get 2 albums out of TGT.
Oh,
And then Tay came back and was like, we couldn't get 2 albums out of Tyrese. Let's be clear. Like, Tyrese was the problem.
I didn't see that part. I thought it was Genuine that was the problem.
Who knows? I feel like each of them say it's somebody else.
TGT, I was
I don't think it was Tank's problem.
waiting. I was waiting on TGT. I was
The second album?
ooh, what's gonna happen? Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a continuous. And, you know.
Well, you know what? Speaking of TGT, this is kind of a tangent, but I have been watching BET's Pass the Mic. So after like an award show, there's this guy named DJ Cassidy who apparently was basically doing the same thing D Nice was doing, except he would have stars or celebrities sing their song. So each night there's a theme. And this last one he did a 90s theme. That's where Drew hit. I don't know if you saw the clip where Cisco was like flipping, singing his song or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's his Pass the Mic thing. So anyways, Genuine was on there. And Genuine is in his 50s. Just found that out. He looks great.
I'm sure he does.
I mean,
Well, I guess that makes sense.
I thought he was like in his early 20s when he came out. Homeboy was
That
pushing
nigga
30.
was,
I
that nigga was one of the older people.
I had no idea.
I feel like I randomly
Yeah, he was a
remember
cool
that.
28, 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
Talking about The Bachelor.
Love.
But,
You know what? Randomly, when I think about Genuine now, I feel like for some reason when I was younger, I just didn't have an appreciation for this song. And now every time I hear it, I'm like,
Pony.
the music, no, not
Oh!
No, I have an appreciation for Pony now.
I hated that song when it came out.
No, I was gonna say
Same old
In Those Jeans.
Oh.
No. I was gonna say In Those
Same
Jeans.
OG, no. I mean,
No, I like the song.
same OG, how do we rock? But okay, In
I
Those
like
Jeans.
the- I
Jeans is a good
say
song.
In Those Jeans too, because when I was younger, I was like, okay, I get it. But now I'm like kind of listening. Like when it comes on, it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. No,
Then I'll be hearing that, I don't know if you've heard it, but the In Those Jeans with the Mariah Carey Shake It Off instrumental.
Oh,
I'll be hearing that a lot here and there. That should
I
be.
can hear
That
it.
should go.
Okay.
I think even Jamal may have mixed it in there on one of his little thingies. Shout out to Jamal.
Shout out to
But-
Jamal, yeah. I have to check it out. Yeah, I definitely was pleasantly surprised to find out his age.
But he's fine.
I mean, I was like, you still, like, you look good. And he sounded good. So, like, they're singing over their track, but, like,
Oh,
some of them
okay.
you can still hear their voice.
Yeah.
I mean, they had SWV on there. Who
I have
else?
not even heard about this.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. I think there's only maybe 3 or 4, and you can find it on YouTube now. But like literally, he had Missy on there. He had Mace 112, like Donnell Jones, Case. I mean not Case, Carl Thomas. Yes.
Oh,
Like,
I
and they
didn't
only
see
do
that.
like
I
maybe
gotta-
45 seconds of their song. They're like, hey, what's up, Cassidy? And you know, it's just super, super cute. So check it out. It's good to watch with the family. They did like an 80s one, and my parents were like falling out.
Okay.
Oh, they still look good. Literally, every time somebody come up, it's like, oh, such and such still looks good.
Did what you call it go SWV and Escape?
That hasn't happened yet. I think that's May 8th.
Okay.
Shout out to SWV.
Ooh, yeah, that's the Mother's Day one.
Yes,
Damn, it's about to be
yes.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what? I do, again, I'm rooting for Toni Braxton to have Verzuz, but we'll see if that ends up happening. I don't have to see Mary, though. Y'all can keep screaming.
Damn, let's not dive into that.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time for our Verzuz, you guys. The world is opening up. I got an announcement from my church that they're about to start having people in June. I heard that the conventions are starting to come back around June.
Oh, shit.
We're opening up slowly but surely. So I guess, like, when do you feel like you'll be comfortable to live life as normal as possible? And then what's the first thing you're gonna do?
When? I feel like whenever they tell me that this herd immunity is here, but I was randomly thinking about this. Like, how do we really know? Like, what do we? How do we know? We're not gonna walk around with vaccine cards, and like you're not gonna have to like have anything that kind of indicates whether or not you got the vaccine or not. It's just, I don't know what it would take for me to be like completely normal, because I'm already like the whole spacing in public, keep it. The spacing in for
So
sure.
you want restaurants to not be as packed and.
I'm here for that.
I'm not ready
too.
for it to get back to.
I mean,
You
That's
know,
gonna
like
be
I think
a shock. Like we were on top of each other, like everywhere we went.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. What the first thing that I would do? I want to say
traffic's gonna
travel.
be bad.
Huh?
Traffic's gonna be bad. Again.
Traffic already bad.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
already,
but
it's not
but
nearly as bad as it was.
You know
but
it ain't
we
bad
are
as
in
it
traffic.
could
Yeah.
be.
Well, I have to be honest. I guess I'm not driving. I'm only driving on like nights. Not nights, but
And,
like
and I think part of the reason the
rush
traffic
hour.
is bad is there's a lot of construction going on. A lot
That's
of fucking
true.
construction.
And they better be done
On every
within
highway,
the next
damn
few
near.
months. This was the time for y'all to get this stuff going.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
It's been a year. But yeah, after this whole pandemic, I will definitely say travel. Now I want to go somewhere outside.
Yeah, I'm
country.
trying to.
For myself, I've
I'm
never
trying to hit
been.
them islands.
I don't know because I've never
Jamaica.
been.
That's you.
I'm coming. But
Oh,
you know, if y'all hit,
huh?
huh?
You said you got your
Dual citizen over
yes.
I gotta go back.
go.
Man, I gotta go
Alright.
back.
Okay.
No, but I'm with you on that. Travel.
I'm trying to travel. Oh, I'm supposed to be going to Jamaica.
Look
June.
at you, June.
Supposed to be. We'll see if I
I
make
think
it
I'm gonna do the
out.
fall.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do the fall.
Okay.
What about you?
I definitely want to travel outside of the country. I have traveled during this pandemic via airplane at least, but domestically, excuse me.
Get your London.
I
ticket.
actually I'm craving a concert, and I don't know when I'll feel comfortable like
Mhm.
going back to like a traditional concert. But I'm trying to see Doja, like straight up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see Doja. I'm trying to see Beyonce.
Yeah. I think I've seen
Why you say it like that?
I think I saw what's that festival in Tennessee, Bonnaroo or something like that. Their lineup is already out.
Really?
Lineups
I was
are
like,
out.
ooh, I forgot about the festival life.
Look,
I'm
I'm
kinda
ready
here
for
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
We'll have to see how the spacing and stuff goes. I will say I may have now an unpopular opinion, and I'm not quite on the Republican end of some of this stuff. But for me, because I have had COVID and I am going to be vaccinated, by May, I am kind of just like, okay, now I'm kind of good. Fingers crossed. But I mean, like, I guess my fear of contracting COVID is not as much as it was prior to me actually
Having.
yeah. So, like, not to say that if I get it again, nothing worse can happen. I'm not saying that. But, like, I think part of getting to where I am now is just that initial fear of, like, what's going to happen? What is it going to be like if I were to get it? And being super, like, on everything.
Yeah.
So, now I have a little bit more of a laid-back approach. I still want things to be safe, and I don't want to be able to contract or, like, give it to somebody else or whatever. But I guess in regards to going back to like living a regular life, I am more, prepared for it versus like, I'm gonna be waiting until 2023 or 2024. I'm not that person.
I don't know if I can wait that long.
Life's too
'cause
short.
I don't
Life is
know.
too short.
I mean, you can get hit by a bus tomorrow. I mean, so. I mean, that's not the best logic to.
I was saying,
But I'm just saying, like,
Trying to outwit
we
the
can't be
pandemic.
we cannot be in the house
another year.
straight up.
Mhm.
Something's gotta give.
Yeah. I mean,
Christmas
I'm
got
trying
to
to
be
get
back
out.
to being Christmas.
Oh.
Listen, this year I need to be with my family for Christmas.
I have to celebrate. No.
Oh, your birthday?
Look at you reading my mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna
October
say-
people. Look. I saw you counting ahead.
Wait a second. September.
September. That's right. Fall.
Anyway, no.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I was thinking about my birthday. Plans coming soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't we have another couple months?
Hello.
It's
Okay.
April.
May, June, July,
About
August,
five
September.
months.
About 5 months. Okay.
It's 30.
Look.
Dirty
go
30.
ahead, girl. Go
Dirty
ahead.
30.
Let's not act like 27 wasn't the same, but okay.
So I was surprised. Exactly. 29 was the same. And what I do? Go out to eat.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this summer it will be as close to normal as possible. I'm ready.
Fingers crossed for some travel, being on somebody's boat in the summer. Hopefully.
Facts. Okay, well, if you like what you heard, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media at He Said, We Said. Any final thoughts?
None.
I do. Bailey, y'all better win today.
Yeah,
y'all better win.
You know
Baylor.
what? I'm here for it. People like to go against when your team. No, you better go.
You better lose to the
win.
best. You better lose to the winner.
Baylor,
So
Baylor.
yeah, y'all better win. Solomon.
Shout out to the Astros 4-0.
Shout out to Astros.
Okay.
We need
Not
some
just
kind of
like-
hope. Shit.
Look, because we ain't getting it from the right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yikes.
All right, peace.
Bye.